couple things I wanted to go through on this about this whole news. And just to rip the Band-Aid off, to give you the Cliff Notes version of what has transpired. I guess there was an interview with Dwight H Little recently, and he stated that somebody asked him if he wanted to do another Halloween movie, and he said, "I'll go even further, and I actually pitched an idea for a Halloween 4 Part 2. That's what he called it, Halloween 4 Part 2. And not only that, but, Rachel could be alive in this because it's Halloween 5 doesn't exist. So you could have Rachel alive and, of course, Jamie. And, man, I tell you, it seems like the wheels are spinning and we keep hearing Halloween 4 buzz here and there. And this is nowhere near a confirmation that this is going to happen. And I think in all likelihood, it probably still won't, because I'm sure Malika Cod has so many pitches on his desk. And, but I think if enough, because I guarantee you they watch social media. And I think if you get enough people rallying behind this, then maybe, just maybe it could happen. Okay. So, I guess the first thing I'll do is show you what Dwight H. Little said. Actually, the first thing I'll do, because I already got it teed up, is there was an interview with Danielle Harris recently. And if you remember, I actually did a video on Danielle Harris when she was on the podcast with Scout Taylor Compton. And they were talking about what they would want for the future and just in general, not for Halloween. And then Danielle told Scout, that she's trying to manifest a Halloween movie, with Jamie Lloyd. She wants to bring back Jamie Lloyd. So, and I had brought up the idea of a multiverse like a month before that. It's on my channel. It's on the main channel, not Drumdums Xtra. And not knowing at all that she was actually going to bring it up, and not only bring it up, but actually mention the word multiverse. And I was like, damn, that's cool. And then I was talking to Barry from Wolfman's Got Nards, and he actually made a video like 4 months ago. Our ideas are different, whereas mine was more taking every loose thread in the franchise, because, continuity in Halloween is all over the place anyway. So taking every loose thread and making a complete TV series, say 8 episodes, 10 episodes out of it, and maybe 1 or 2 episodes you can finish the story of Halloween 4. You can do a Rob Zombie's Halloween 3. You could do like a Halloween 3 Myers version if you wanted to. You have carte blanche. You could do a sequel to Resurrection. You could do a Corey Cunningham story. And that was kind of my idea, but I did watch Barry's idea today. I don't think he mentioned something like that. He had some different ideas that he was exploring, but I was like, you son of a bitch. Because he did mention multiverse. So, but it's just cool that term is floating around in the Halloween camp. Really cool.
What are you hoping to see out of the Halloween franchise next?
Well, shit, I'm hoping for a Jamie Lloyd comeback. To be honest, I'm excited. I'm happy that it's not over. Not that I ever thought it was going to be over by any means. I'm looking forward to seeing sort of the universe that is open and is there. It'd be really interesting to see them finish the timelines with all the different characters, because that would be an awesome television series or something to.
Can I pause right there for just a second? Because I forgot, because I watched this earlier, but I forgot that she said that. She literally just said what I said. And guys, by the way, I'm not saying that they saw my video. I'm not saying that at all. I think 2 ideas can happen at the same time, just coincidentally. And that's not a hard idea to come up with. I'm not, I'm no genius for coming up with an idea like that. All right. I guarantee you, if I thought that up, a freaking 1,000 other people probably thought that too. But she literally said, finishing the threads, pretty much what I said. And it's, damn, this, maybe everybody's thinking this, that wants it to happen, right? Not everybody wants a sequel to Halloween 4. I know that. Matter of fact, tell me in the comments right now, am I crazy? Do you, is the last thing in the world you want a Jamie Lloyd new sequel? I want to hear from you guys, but let me continue this, okay?
continue. I think that's kind of the new way that a lot of these, you know, these franchises are going. So it'd be nice to have more than 90 minutes show characters and relationship and Michael and all of that stuff. So, I mean, I don't expect him to be like killing everybody if they go do a series. He's not going to be killing everyone in every episode, but it'd be nice for it to gradually grow into a story and have, you know, 13 episodes or seasons after seasons of, you know, like Chucky. Like, I mean, it's such a fantastic idea. So it'd be fun to have Michael in your house more than just on Halloween.
And it's cool that she mentions Chucky too. You know, I think, was Chucky the first big horror character that started this trend of having a TV series? I mean, yeah, I know you had Freddy's Nightmares way back in the 90s, and then you had Friday the 13th, but to this level, you know, like, because it's hard to even count those, even though Freddy was in those, but they weren't like straight up Freddy stories, and definitely 13th was not a Jason story at all. So I think maybe Chucky has kicked the door open for the possibility of other franchises welcoming TV series. I mean, you do have a Friday TV series that supposedly is coming this year. And I guarantee you, if that is, you know, mega successful, if they haven't started Halloween, then they're definitely going to, you know, full steam ahead with Halloween. We'll read through this real quick, just in case I missed something there, just so you guys can see that this is official. You know, not officially it's happening, but it's official that Dwight H Little stated this. That's what I'm trying to get across. Dwight Little is interested in working on a Halloween TV series and has pitched a sequel to Halloween 4. Halloween Ends may have killed iconic slasher Michael Myers off the big screen, but there's really no stopping a successful horror franchise. Amen. Last October, Malek Akkad's Trancas International Films secured a deal with Miramax Television to develop and co-produce a Halloween TV series. And one person who would be interested in working on the show is Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers director Dwight H Little, who has racked up a lot of TV experience since his days on working Halloween 4. There's also another Halloween project Little would like to work on, and has even pitched a direct sequel to Halloween 4 that would see the return of Danielle Harris and Ellie Cornell, Jesus, that gives me goosebumps, as Jamie and her foster sister Rachel. The subject of Halloween came up while Little was speaking with our friends at Bloody Disgusting to promote his memoir, Still Rolling Inside the Hollywood Dream Factory. Copies can be purchased at this link. And his recent horror film, Natty Knox. We're going to talk about that here in a minute. When asked if he'd be interested in working on a Halloween TV series, Little said, "Oh, definitely. I know Malek is guiding that, but it's really Universal's play. I mean, I think they're really, I would love to do it with Halloween 4 writer Alan McElroy. Of course, we have to be invited, and I'm sure they have people that they're interested in. So we'll see how it plays out. But sure, I would jump into that in a minute if we could figure out how to make that work." Asked if he would make a direct sequel to Halloween 4 if given the opportunity, Little said, "Not only would I do it, I've already pitched it. You keep Rachel alive and follow through with Jamie and Rachel. Ellie Cornell is alive and well and living on the East Coast. And I just worked with Danielle Harris, and she's a doll. I think that's a great movie. I think they should call it Halloween 4 Part 2. Guys, what do you think of that title? Just be upfront about it and say what it is, because that's what it would be. In my own opinion, more than a TV show, I think that would get a lot of attention." You know, at first, at face value, I was thinking Halloween 4 Part 2. It didn't like really jump out at me, but the more I think about it, it's not a bad idea, because it would immediately you would know what that is. And I think there's a lot of fans of Halloween 4 out there. It's one of the most popular sequels. I mean, hell, the movie's over 88, so it's like 35 years old, somewhere around there right now. So I think enough people probably know about Halloween 4, and if you tell them exactly what this is and there's no questions going in, as soon as they sit their butt down in that seat, then they're ready to go. They got their popcorn, they got their drink. There's no questions in their head. Okay, we got a sequel to Halloween 4 right here. Oh shit, there's Rachel, right? She's entering the frame. How cool would that freaking be? So you know what? I'm singing Kumbaya and I'm going crazy, and you might think that I would automatically think this movie is going to be amazing. But I have to be honest, this movie could be made and it could be really, really bad. It could be really, really bad. And the only thing that scares me about that, I'll be honest, is Natty Knox. I reviewed Natty Knox. I gave it, I think it was watchable, but it was almost bad. Almost bad. Maybe I don't know if it's Dwight H Little's direction. I think it was just the story. The story itself wasn't the best. I think they depended way too much on a lot of horror icons. Like they had Robert Englund in there. They had Bill Moseley in there. And I hate to be that guy, but when they start, I don't really watch these movies with, now these movies that come out now with like Bill Moseley and Kane Hodder and even like Robert Englund, even though Robert Englund was pretty good in Stranger Things, but they limited him. He was only in like one episode. But when they do a whole movie around those guys, more times than not these days, it's kind of like nothing memorable. And it just goes, and we just reminisce about, their heyday and Nightmare and Friday the 13th. So if they do a sequel to Halloween 4, I want them to focus on story, on how the movie's made, all that. I don't want them to try to get freaking Robert Englund in there, stuff like that. Kane Hodder. Just keep it, get a damn good Myers to play the role. Maybe do a little homage to George P. Wilbur. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe have like a George P. Wilbur Road or something like that. What's up, guys? You are at the end of the DD Live clip. What I do is I like to clip these out if I think the topic is important or something that's newsworthy. So thank you for watching. And if you want to watch more, you can go over here. You can go over here, click on one of those. And hopefully I can do this for 20 seconds, which I think I did. Okay, so yeah, thanks for watching, guys.